Welcome to the YBL channel. Hope you all are feeling good today. My name is Stone, and I run the Your Best Life channel, dedicated to helping people live their best lives possible. I wanted to start with a simple video for people maybe struggling with manifesting, or getting so many different techniques shoved in their face or different directions pulled in that they just want to really simplify it and need to make change happen quickly, or perhaps need a manifestation to come through. In this video, I'm not going to go into how or why the law of attraction or law of assumption work. I'll dive deeper into that type of stuff in other videos about reprogramming your subconscious, changing your beliefs or self-concept, which are all, very important and what matters. But you have to start somewhere, and you can literally start today creating miracles in your life right away. So here's a simple 3-step process that will get you to your desires quickly and start to reprogram your thinking, your belief system, and your inner dialogue. Because you're not just manifesting your thoughts, you're manifesting your feelings you have and assumptions about yourself and your life and what's possible. So there's lots of techniques that I use depending on how I feel, and a lot of advice out there is real talk. But here's a basic, simple process to get what you want. I started using this when I started deliberately creating my life more than I already was. Started using it to manifest things, situations, or maybe something I had to take action on and I wanted to get my desired end result. And it really, took off for me and was definitely the gateway into basically changing my whole life. With no struggle, no overcomplicating things. Start with this process, and I guarantee you things will start to change in your world. And if you need to manifest something in a time crunch, or you need a situation to go your way, this will make that all come about. So let's get into the juice. Step 1. Get yourself a notebook, something you can use daily, or a notes app on your phone. And usually what I would do is I would take time maybe in the morning, afternoon, or night before a shower, and make a gratitude list. Start listing all the things you're grateful for in your life. Even if you feel like you have nothing, just the air you have to breathe. The small things, and really feel the gratitude as you do it. And as you do the list, it'll start to grow because like attracts like. So your mind will start thinking of more things you're grateful for. It'll start to get you in a place of gratitude, no matter where you're at in life, or if you're feeling down. It'll help uplift you to a higher vibration. I promise that. Even if things in life seem crazy right now, you can change them. So try to fill up a page of things you're grateful for, or even more than a page. And whatever feels comfortable to you. That's step 1. And by the way, step 1 and 2 should be done together, in succession. At least for me, that's what worked. I feel it's better for the mind. Step 2, after your list, think of what you want to manifest right now, or what you need to work out for you. And then write down, I declare, I am so grateful and thankful now that I have, yada, 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 whatever it is that you like. Like if I was manifesting $10,000, I declare I am so grateful and thankful I have $10,000 in my bank account that I got easily and can spend freely. And I'd put it out there, into the universe. And then I visualize a scene in my mind of the end result. Of me receiving the money, having it, counting it, spending it, or anything that makes you feel it's already done. Or if you can't visualize, just get to the feelings of having it. Paying the bill, the joy, the relief you feel, the weight off your shoulders, the relaxation. Anybody can do that, even if it's hard to visualize. Just ease into it and relax into the scene or the feeling and really feel it being done. Because like Neville says, feeling is the secret. And, stay there as long as it feels good and not forced. You may only need 5 minutes or less. Or if you're really feeling it and feeling good and loving the scene, sometimes I would stay there a half an hour if you got the time. However long it takes for you to catch the feeling, but you don't want to overdo it. And bring your senses into it. Feel it. Hear the people talking to you about it, congratulating you, smell the money, etc. Have fun with it. Do that and then release it to the universe, God, higher self, whatever it may be to you. and declare it's done, it's already, and let it go. Sometimes I like to imagine my desire or feeling floating like a balloon up into the air or the sky, or, into the clouds or heavens, or taking a snapshot of my end result and watching the picture kind of float up and dissolve, or putting my desire or end result inside of a box and putting the box away in my mind. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you, just let it go and know it's done. And then try to feel as good as possible. I know you can't feel good all the time, but when you feel good, good feelings bring more things to feel good about. Step 3. After that process, and after you've done that, throughout your days, once in a while, when you can, driving or on your break at work, eating, whenever, reaffirm to yourself that it's done. And there's no gap to close, and feel the feelings of already having it. The happiness, knowing it's there, the relief, the relaxation, it's done. That relief feeling implies it's done. Like if you've ever worried about your mate, like you can't get a hold of them or they're out too late and you're waiting at home. Then you hear the unlocking of the door and the keys jingle and you know they're home. And all of a sudden you feel a big weight off your shoulders and you breathe out a big breath and you know it's all fine because they're there. Try to feel that and try to feel satisfied when you can. You don't have to do this all day, just once in a while. Like you already, life's already great. You already have everything you need. Don't overcomplicate it. Just do it when you can. Just believe it will happen no matter what. No stress. You don't have to visualize daily. But if you do have a hard time visualizing or, getting to that feeling, do practice visualizing and creating the scene because it's easier to feel it then in your mind. So for example, if I was trying to create a certain amount of money, and let's say I need it by a week from now, next Sunday, I would do my gratitude list for all the things I'm already grateful for, even if it's just being alive, and then write the future things I'm grateful for like I've already received them. Then I would relax and do a scene in my mind of having the money next Sunday, thinking from that day, counting it or paying a bill if needed, feeling happy and relieved, just feeling great and complete that it's already there and I have the money. It worked out for me, and then let it go. That's one example. Or if you have to take action on something, like a job interview, I would visualize me hopping in the car after the job interview, feeling joy that I landed the job, or that the interview went great and I feel relieved. Driving from there, listening to my favorite song in joy, singing along with the words, feeling good and complete, ready to move to the next step in life like it's done. And here's the thing. If you know the law, it always works. Okay? Even if at first it doesn't seem like it's going to, it does. If you have a deadline, you're getting closer and it hasn't happened yet, then just reaffirm. That's when you need to have the most faith. Even if it doesn't happen by the deadline, know it will, and it always does. There's things I've needed, and tried to get done in a week, and sometimes it just worked out and came a couple weeks later, but it always worked out. It always matched my end result feeling that I visualized and felt. It always came through. And if you have faith, it will for you. And in a way you usually can't fathom, things work out and your end result does come. Maybe you get a nudge from the universe and you follow it through. Maybe you get a good idea that you didn't have before and it just feels right and you follow that through and it all works out. Maybe you get something in the mail. Maybe you get a gift. Maybe it just appears one day out of thin air. It will happen, okay? Usually it's in a way or a turn of events that later on you can't explain. Or maybe it even seemed like, well, that was going to happen anyway, and you try to brush it off. So try to let go of, any beliefs that will hinder this and just believe anything is possible. And I know that's hard for some people, but try to think of all the people in the world have had crazy things happen to them or went from nothing to something and have achieved great things because they believed. Try this, and I guarantee y'all will see results really soon. And this is a great way to break down barriers, reprogram your subconscious, and get you to a place of manifesting quickly or creating a life on track with your desires and what you really want. Circumstances don't matter. Things can change instantly. And I'll have more videos where I dive into much deeper ways, much deeper techniques, but this is the basic one to start with, and I really think that this works for a lot of people, and this is how I started changing things, and now it's just a way of life for me. So thanks for listening. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love, and tune back in soon.